This is a model context protocol server. It's written in TypeScript, running on Hono, with no build step. Watch. I send it token counts and prices. It returns $12. That's a real tool call over the real protocol. Here's the thing. Almost every MCP tutorial you'll find is Python. If you ship TypeScript, you've been left out. Not today. In the next few minutes, we build this from an empty folder, and every line runs. Skip the theory. MCP is one standard, so any agent can call your tools without custom glue for each one. You expose a tool once. Claude, or any MCP client, can discover it, read its schema, and call it. That's the whole idea. The server we build speaks that protocol over HTTP. Hono is a tiny web framework built on the web standard request and response objects. That one detail is why this is clean. The MCP SDK ships a web standard transport. It takes a request and returns a response. So the two fit together with no adapter. Hono hands the transport a request. The transport hands back a response. Done. For dependencies, the MCP SDK, Hono, the Hono node server, and Zod for schemas. Set type to module and package.json. That's it for config. Node's config. No build. Node 24 runs the TypeScript file directly. You'll see me run node server.ts, and it just works. Here's the tool. We call register tool with a name, estimate cost. The input schema is plain Zod. Input tokens, output tokens, and a per million rate for each. All non-negative numbers. The SDK turns that Zod schema into JSON schema automatically, so clients know exactly how to call it. Now the honest design choice. I don't hard-code a pricing table. Prices change, and a stale table teaches the wrong number. The caller passes the rates. The math is the only thing this tool owns. We return two things: human text for a chat client and structured content for a program. Same answer, both shapes. This is the part people overcomplicate. One factory builds a fresh server per request. No shared session. That means the server is stateless. Every request stands alone, so you can run 10 copies behind a load balancer and nothing breaks. The transport is created with session ID generator set to undefined. That is what makes it stateless. Enable JSON response gives us plain JSON back instead of a stream. Then the entire MCP surface is one route. Post/MCP. Hono gives us the raw web standard request. We hand it to the transport. We return what it gives back. That's the server. Under 40 lines. Let's run it and prove it works. Node server.ts. Listening on port 3000. First call, initialize. The server answers with its name, cost tools, and the protocol version. Handshake done. Second call, tools list. There's estimate cost, with the schema the SDK generated from our Zod. Third call, the real one. Tools call. 1.5 million input tokens at $3. 500,000 output at $15. $12. $450 for input, $750 for output. Exactly right. And notice, I never sent a session ID. Because it's stateless, every call is independent. That's the design paying off. So what do you actually have? A real MCP server, stateless, that any agent can call, in your stack, not Python. For production, you'd add two things: authentication on the post route, and if you want streaming progress, a session store instead of stateless mode. But the core is exactly what you just saw. The protocol is not the hard part. Hono makes the transport disappear. If this was useful, subscribe. I ship AI engineering in TypeScript, not Python, every week. Next up, the tool calling loop that actually drives a server like this. The 20-line version that works. It's linked on screen. The full code is in the description. Go build one.